Hey, what is going on, you risk-taking rowlets? Today, I'm showing off some Yanmega EX action. Before we jump into that one, I break it all down. Huge shout out to the Card Coliseum for sponsoring the channel. If y'all ever need any Pokemon TCG sealed products or singles, the Coliseum has got you covered. Check them out over at pkmandcoliseum.com. Link, of course, will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So Yanmega, I almost always say Yanmega Prime for anyone who's unfamiliar. Back in the day, there was cards called Prime cards, and Yanmega Prime was like one of the best primes of all the primes. I always almost call it Yanmega Prime, but Yanmega EX, 280 HP, Stage 1 Pokemon, Buzzing Boost. When you move this Pokemon from your bench to the active, you can search your deck for 3 basic Grass Energies and attach them to the Yanmega EX. And then Jet Cyclone, 210 for Grass, Colorless. Move 3 energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So I'm sure you're like, Azul, that's it. That's all it does. And yes, you're not wrong. That is all it does. But it's a little bit better than you might think on the surface. And after I started playing games with the deck, I realized how much better that is than I initially thought it was myself. There's so many Pokemon in the current format that are weak to grass. Like, we're talking the ones that are weak to grass, we're talking stuff like the Cynthia's Garchomp, Grimmsnarl, Zoroark, another couple that I'm missing off the top of my head, and then from there we just have to shore up our other matchups, stuff like, of course, Dragapult. So I do play a heavy count of Mist Energy in here, and these are actually better in the Dragapult matchup than I thought they would be, mostly because once the Dragapult player attacks into a Yanmega EX, they don't want to hit it again for 200 damage. They want to use their spread damage to kind of clean up the knockout, or use Monkey Dories to clean up the knockout. It's a little bit hard to use the Monkey Dories when they can't apply any of their Dragapult spread damage here, because I do play 4 Mist Energy. So not only is that super powerful in the Dragapult matchup, but it's also our win condition up against Alakazam. I initially had 3 in here, because that's what I've seen most builds were playing, was 3 Mist Energy. But then I was like, man, I kind of just have room for 4 Mist Energy in here. Let's just put 4 Mist Energy in here, because they've been so good so far from what I played. So we got the 4 Mist Energy in here. And even going up against, honestly, like the type advantage with this card, or like typing advantage, is like what carries it in so many matchups. Even if we go up against something like Mega Lucario, we have fighting resistance. So we effectively have 330 HP, or excuse me, 310 HP, which means they need to find their maximum belt to get a more efficient one-hit KO. If not, they have to play 2 Premium Power Pros, and they're only getting 2 prize cards for that, so we can make things pretty awkward against them. So yeah, really impressed, honestly, with the Yanmega. The typing is like a really big deal for sure, but then the Mist Energy carries it in a lot of other matchups, and it's just a really, really efficient Pokemon. Its ability gets all the energy it needs to attack with. You do 210, you conserve your energy to your next attacker, and you just kind of repeat that process over and over and over again. For the draw power, it is the Dunsparce, and this also like helps synergize a little bit with Yanmega, where we can like retreat the Yanmega to the bench, promote Dunsparce, shuffle the Dunsparce back to the deck, then re-promote the Yanmega EX, and then use its Buzzing Boost to get the energy out of the deck so we can attack for turn. We have a 4-2. I know that might seem a little bit weird, but I just wanted to, like, finding to Dunsparce basically isn't a problem. Finding Dunsparce is sometimes a problem. So maxing out the Dunsparces, only 2 to Dunsparce. I also play 1 to Dunsparce EX. Very, very powerful as a shred attacker if we go up against things like Crustle, and then also the Tenacious Tail, good against the slot boxes and Raging Bolts and things like that. And I do play a 4-4 Yanmega EX here, because we want not just 1 Yanmega EX in play on the second turn, but ideally 2, because when we promote the first one to the active, Jet Cyclone forces us to move 3 energy to one of our bench Pokemon. And if we move it to a Yanma, our opponent could just easily boss KO the Yanma. But if we move it to another Yanmega EX, it's a little bit less convenient for them to gust KO. I play a Chien-Pao in here for Watchtower. Watchtower is super annoying, so we want to be able to bump Watchtower aggressively. And I do play some stadiums for the exact same reason. And I ended up on Forest of Vitality just because all the other stadiums felt so mid. But, I mean, you couldn't go wrong with, like, Battle Cage or maybe Community Center. Probably not. Probably Battle Cage. You couldn't go wrong with Battle Cage. More good cards against Dragapult. That doesn't really hurt, right? A Fez and a Meowth, of course. 4 Boss, 4 Lillie, a couple Judge for Hand Disruption, and I did want another draw supporter in the deck, and I ended up on Kofu. And the reason I kind of like the Kofu is it does have synergy with Yanmega EX's ability, because sometimes we'll just draw into a bunch of Grass Energy in our hand, and we don't want them in our hand, we want them in our deck. We want to attach our Mists for turn and get our Grass Energy out of the deck by using Buzzing Boost. So the Kofu helps with that. We put 2 cards on the bottom of the deck, which is the Grass Energy, and then we draw 4 cards, and we go from there. So surprisingly good because of that synergy with the deck. 4 Poffin, 4 Poké Pad, 4 Ultra Ball in here for the Pokemon Search, of course. And then 1 Energy Recycler. We do need, in some matchups, like a nice boost of energy for the buzzing boost in the mid-late game. So we have 1 of those in here for that. I'm currently rocking 1 Night Stretcher. This is like okay. I might honestly cut it for like a 10th Grass Energy though. And for the A-Spec, I'm currently playing the Scoop Up Cyclone, which in some of those matchups, like the Mega Lucario matchup, can be the game changer for our prize trade. Whereas if we can catch them whiffing a 1-hit KO on a Yanmega, we can Scoop Up Cyclone it, reset the Yanmega, and then give ourselves the edge in the back and forth. So the Scoop Up Cyclone is like a really big deal for those kind of situations and matchups. Also up against something like a Dragapult can get like similar value. They punch our Yanmega, we Scoop Up Cyclone it, put it back down, attack. We're back into the action. And then, like I said, 2 Forest of Vitality. Like, I just couldn't come up with a better stadium to play, so I ended up on these. Battle Cage could be okay. There might be some other ones that are worth trying as well, but this is kind of what I landed on. It gives us, like, a way to aggressively get into a Yanmega. Maybe we should just play no stadiums, but then I'm a little bit scared of Watchtower only having the Chien-Pao. I don't really want to bench Chien-Pao unless I have to. It's kind of more of an emergency card than anything. But yeah, maybe we should just rock no stadium. Maybe no stadium is better than a stadium here. That could be the case. Maybe Chien-Pao is all we need. And we do have Scoop Up Cyclone, so we could like reset the Chien-Pao and use it twice if our opponent plays like 2 Watchtowers. But honestly, the way things have been looking with how fast and aggressive the format seems to become and like consistency kind of being everything, it does feel a little bit like stadiums are just kind of bad in the current format. Unless you're playing like Alakazam with the Battle Cages, because that deck needs Battle Cage to beat Dragapult. Other decks, like playing the one of Watchtower things, that just might not be the case moving forward. We'll have to wait and see, but that's it. That's my take on Yanmega. I'll have some more gameplay with the deck up on my secondary YouTube channel if you want to check that out. And let's go ahead, jump to the action. What the fuck is this hand, man? No basic outs? Is it this one? All my lists are in my Discord. You go into my Discord, you can find my deck lists. If you find a deck list and it's in my Discord, that's my deck. Oh, hold up, though. Hold on. That Razor Wing. Free me from this item lock. I'm probably not getting freed from the item lock. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know if this is worth it. I maybe just want to keep my Lillie for 6 next turn. I'm going to manually build up this Yanmega. We will get there. We will get there. I have a question in this situation. Since they Lillie, do we judge to hand disrupt or Lillie for a better hand? I mean, it kind of depends on the situation. Here, well, are you talking about here now or somewhere else before? Dude, I can't do anything here, man. We should have no basic setup initially. Making it so hard to play the game. What the heck?
For something like this.
Need more Yanmas. This seems pretty good value. Yeah, it seems okay, yeah. Seems alright. I mean, it seems kind of cool against Polt. And then it also seems cool against... I mean, it's our Alakazam WinCon, right? So... Seems chill for sure. Seems chill. Would you rather play Okidogi or Lucario? I mean, for what? Like, what is the... Depends. If I was going to Prague, probably play Lucario. If I'm playing an online tournament tomorrow, League Cup, probably Lucario. I wish Turo was still legal, man. Turo would be so good in this deck. It would be so good. I want to judge here and set up Gigas, but I also want to boss KO Fez and set up Gigas because that sounds really good. I'm just gonna push this, draw with Fez, and see what happens. I don't want to lose this Mist as well. I want to draw into like a... I didn't draw Grass Energy. Punching the active is and setting up Gigas is like really weird. Losing this Mist is so bad though. Maybe I go like... Oh, they don't have benches for Monkey Dory, which is really good for me, though. No, I should still set it up so they can't retreat, though. Yeah, I messed up, though. I should still set up Gigas there. Because then if they retreat to a fresh Dragapult, I can KO... Yeah, I messed up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have no energy left. How do you find your decks for each day? Check Limitless and choose, or Twitter? I mean, it's just like a combination of like seeing a lot of Pokemon decks and deciding what I feel like I want to play, depending on how I feel in the morning. That's basically it. What I'm feeling like playing. You ready for Gigas? No, I should have set up Gigas there for sure. I'm gonna boss my Fez. Oh, boss this guy? Oh, I'm kind of fine with that though. And Phantom Dive? What the heck? Now, the only problem with this situation is if they spread damage on my Dunsparce, I don't have the Dunsparce to, like, cycle through this because my hand is literally dead. But if we top deck anything... All right, we're kind of cooking here now. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, baby. Oh, shoot. We're actually, like, really cooking here. I need to find that recycler. Actually, I don't even know if I need that Yanma yet. No, I wouldn't hate having the Yanma here, actually, for the option. They could, I mean, they could have, like, Ruins. They could have Ruins plus Monkey Dory here for sure. I mean, if they got it, they got it, I guess. Screw it. Is Kofu good? What's the synergy? It puts energy back in the deck, which is where we want the energy. We want the energy to be in the deck. And like it's a supporter that builds on our hand. So like something like a Kofu or a Morty is just kind of good. So the question just becomes which one is best. Okay, no ruins though. I was scared of ruins here.
Kind of forgot
About unfair stamp. I didn't realize they still had that. Even if I had set up Regigigas here, though, I mean, I guess they would have had to have chased it, right? So like that's like the value I get from setting it up. Yeah, I don't know. Regigigas might just not be worth it, to be honest. You maybe just like punch our way through them often enough. Not sure. I'm playing your Dogi deck, and it's such an amazing deck. My daughter also plays your Ceruledge deck. Thanks a ton for the time and energy into developing decks. Of course, Night Raven. But you're enjoying the decks. Okay, this is fine. We do need to find some stuff this turn, but... good sign for what we'll be able to do this turn. Not 3. Punching the active is just so bad. I have 4 boss left?
the fuck.
1 cat. I draw with Fez? I did, right? We're still chilling, we're still chilling. Okay, we got the boss. I think I'm, I think I actually don't take that. Okay. So I'm going to boss KO Fez, and I'm going to look for a boss KO to win the game. They have 3 prize cards left. They could go Ruins Monkey Dory. I can't bench a Dunsparce here, right? If I bench Dunsparce, they go Boss Fez, Ruins Monkey Dory, I lose. Shouldn't matter anymore at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're never getting high enough. Okay. Yanmega. I could miss the Dunsparce, I guess. You can set up Reggie as well. The problem with setting up the Regigigas, though, is if they just boss KO it and I don't find... what's it called? I just can't attack. I think I missed the Dunsparce. I benched Dunsparce, missed it, moved 3 to the other Yanmega. Move the Mist to the bench. Oh yeah, I guess I might as well, right? Yeah. Reggie on bench. I don't think I benched the Reggie. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think I benched the Reggie.
Okay.
They can't win, right? Was I missing something? And I win with boss. Okay. I do play Energy Recycler, yeah. So if I top deck boss, I win. Well, then KO this now, though. With Ruin. Oh, but they don't play Ruins, I don't think. I just need to get this guy to play. But I can't Jet Cyclone this. Don't I need to like draw a boss here or something?
I mean,
Like draw a boss for next turn. Can they do 110 somehow? I just pass, right? They could play 3 stadiums, I guess. They could still be playing a Ruin. Oh no, the Ruins is gone. They played Ruins and Watchtower. I thought this was an area 0. Okay, so I just pass. And then their play is to like, I mean, I guess play Judge. They probably should play Judge if they can find it. Yeah, Yanmega's not weak to fire. If they play like Chien-Pao, I guess they could do some weird thing with Area 0. Oh, no, I don't even think there's anything weird they could do with Area 0. Actually, I take it back. All right, chill, chill, chill. Very chill. The Mist Energy were actually huge. I didn't think the Mist Energy would be so impactful in this matchup, but the Mist Energy were insanely impactful. Okay, well now I don't have to Ultra Ball from Meowth, which is nice. How does this matchup go? I don't one-shot Mewtwo. Mewtwo does one-shot me though, right? Does Mewtwo one-shot me? Yeah, it does, right? Okay, so this should just be an unfavorable matchup. Yeah, we should just be unfavored, but I mean, it's not like unwinnable. It's not like, yeah, it's not like, it's definitely still winnable, but it's definitely unfavorable. Definitely winnable. I guess off the rip, I don't really want to, well, I don't want to put Meowth in play though, because Meowth is like a free 2 prizes. I don't want to give them a free 2 prize option. Now I really don't want to judge them though. I mean, they could have an Ariana in their hand, right? I don't know if that's true. I was gonna say they probably do, but I think I'm gonna Meowth here, even though I don't like the idea of it. Yeah, I don't really want to judge them. So I want to catch them. And I also kind of want to save my judges for later as well as like a win condition. Is like another thing I'm thinking. Yeah. Recycler prized? Ooh. Not the recycler. Yeah, I'm gonna cat here. What's up, Ted?
Yeah.
Along just fine so far. Are you going to Frog this weekend? I guess we have to top deck now, but... Oh no, I have an attack next turn. I actually have the attack I want next turn. It's fine.
Chillin', chillin'.
We need more than Yanma and Sparse. Want to hold the hand? It's just so slow. I want more, yeah. And there's the Ariana. So cringe, man. So lucky. I was about to send this up. I guess I still just push this in case I top deck to Dunsparce.
Ooh.
KO when the active is like the thing to KO here as well. Okay, okay, okay. I don't hate this situation. I don't hate it. Could be a little bit better, but no complaints. No complaints. We're definitely at the disadvantage here, though. For sure. But we're doing things. We're doing things. You know, that's what matters. We're having fun. We're doing things. It's a great time. It's a grand time. Why don't you use the Dunsparce Zero Cost Retreat? Because it dies to Dragapult spread easily. Not worth it. I could see doing like I could see like doing a 3-1 split, because then we play against non-Dragapult matchups. It's just like not that high value to play anyways, to be honest. Yeah, it's just not that big of a deal. Move the energy to the cat and KO the Mimikyu. There actually might have been something there to get the cat to play, to be honest. You might be cooking. Yeah, I could have done that actually. I actually probably should have done that. Getting this Meowth off the board would be pretty good. Or no, it's 10 damage short. I was gonna say, or I could punch Mewtwo to set up a 2-hit, but that actually doesn't. Because yeah, it'd be 270, which is cringe. So yeah, kind of mid. What is particularly good about this deck? 210 seems a little low. Just self-sufficient. I really want to boss the Mewtwo, I guess, right? Wait, because the Mewtwo could get... This like forces Giovanni out of them, kind of. Well, I mean... More than it would normally, I guess? I don't know. I used the buzzing boost here. I'm going for it. We're fully buzzed. Screw you, Mewtwo. I'm buzzed. Yanma, don't die. No, my Yanma. Well, actually, no, they could KO my Meowth here and just get the extra prize card. Actually, honestly, the Meowth KO is probably better. At first, I thought my Yanma would be the death here, but it probably is better to go after my Meowth. I guess. It doesn't seem like particularly strong, but yeah, plays out for them. Judge KO is fine. Yeah, I might just go for the Judge KO and then load up the Meowth. And so I can go Meowth KO the Mimikyu at some point. I really don't want to put Fez in play. I mean, I don't have to. Judge KO, move the energy to Meowth, look for Meowth and Mimikyu to get that at play as a liability. If I put Fez in play, then they could go like KO. I can put the Dunsparce back this turn, but I want to be able to bench another Dunsparce in the future if they go KO Fez, KO Dunsparce. I think I will cycle here. Hope for some outs to Dunsparce. Ooh, a couple outs. Just a few. Just a bit. Yanma, though. No Recycler. I don't think I'm going to grab that. Get this cat out of here. Yeah, I should have done this sooner, though. Having the option of this sooner would have been nice. Because the Mewtwo is also a threat that I need to deal with. I don't know. Maybe the Meowth doesn't even... No, I need the option to get rid of the Meowth, I think. I think I need the option. Sure want the option. I mean, we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do next turn. But... Also, they could whiff. They could whiff an energy this turn, just not attack. Which would be kind of legendary, to be honest. Then I really... Yeah, if they whiff this turn, then I really want to get the Meowth off the board. Then it's huge to get Meowth off board. Yo, did you whiff? Yo, we whiffing? Hold on, hold on. The cat off the board so they can't just go Spider to win the game? Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just going to give it to Nighttime Mines because, like... At this point, bumping the Team Rocket's Factory, I feel like it helps them more than hurts them. I have one left anyways. Kofu to put the energy back in the deck off the Meowth could be good as well. I guess I always... Do I get rid of the pivot, actually? I might get rid of the Mimikyu here. Although mobility shouldn't be a huge problem for them. But how much does getting rid of the Tarantula actually matter at this point? If I KO this, they still have 2 spiders. They need 3 prize cards. I feel like going for the mobility probably matters more. Like I said, these just seem really weak at this point. Getting rid of their stadium. But I also want to get a Dunsparce loaded in play. In case they do Archer next turn. Ducktail, baby. I guess I promote this one, yeah. Because it could die. I guess it is still my turn. I was like, is that... I was like, can I do that? It seems like it's cheating. For Mewtwo? Nah, that'd be bad. Oh, maybe I should have cycled... No, I shouldn't have cycled it on Dunsparce ahead of time, no. And the numbers for our opponent to start with 2 7 energy hands at least once in 10,000 games, so they must be running at least 33 energies. Well, I mean, that could have been their placeholder deck, to be honest. That's what I was thinking when I saw the... They don't play a way to move this thing, right? Like, I shouldn't just go Meowth for boss now. Or actually, maybe I should go Meowth for boss now? No, because I think I need to get the energy back in the deck. Yeah.
Buzzing boost.
Maybe I just bench the Fez to play around Archer? Instead of the Yanma? Yeah, right? I can actually load up Fez. I could load up Fez. Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? I think it's fine. I have the Dunsparce as like an option anyways, so... Now they know they have to KO the Fez. So they need E-Switch. They need E-Switch energy. They need E-Switch Rocket's energy. They need second Psychodots, E-Switch Rocket's energy. Giovanni. To KO my Fez with the Mewtwo. My energy situation is a little precarious, I think. I just have another Mist in the deck. No, but I have this grass in my hand. Yeah, it's a little precarious. Maybe, you know what I messed up? I shouldn't have attached to this Yanmega. I should have attached to this Yanmega. So I have this Yanmega with more energy and then this Fez with 3 energy. Interesting. Wait. Why would they do this? Oh, because they don't have the Spite off, so they have to use... Okay. Yeah, I definitely messed up. I could have had 3 energy on this Yanmega. Well, I guess like now I can Kofu this energy back to the deck. And then draw into the Mist, though, right? But what if I draw the Dunsparce EX instead? I'm going to see a lot of cards this turn. Do I still have my Night Stretcher left? I don't. Okay, well now it should just be over. Oh no! No Dudunny X? Oh no. Wait, where'd he go? Did I kill him? Oh, he's just prize. He's literally my last prize. Oh, he's in my last two. Okay. So I'm gonna Kofu the grass to try and draw into the... Done first. Why though? Why would I do done first here? I think I just Kofu first.
Okay, sick.
No, it is always Kofu first. Why would we ever do done first? That makes no sense. Cat first? I should have cat first. That's actually true. I should have used cat first. That was the correct play. The correct play was cat first. That's a dub, baby. Let's go. Thin a supporter out of the deck. Another... Ooh.
Dweeb.
Wait, I don't think I have anything for this, do I? Do I just lose? I can punch with the Dunsparce. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Dunsparce EX. Good call, good call. I forgot about this. Destructive Drill. Okay. Gotta drill him. Drill him destructively. What, do you get rid of the Hero's Cape? I don't think so. No, we have no way to get rid of the Hero's Cape. The Hero's Cape would stick if they find it. What's up, Warmonger? I don't know, man. Free retreat done saves the day and allows for turn 2 Yanmega attacks. That's good for turn or free retreat done. Good for him. I'm happy for him. Genuinely, I'm happy for him. Good for him. I hope he's doing well. Riftbound? I have not played Riftbound, no. No Riftbound. I've just looked at some cards, but that's it. That's the extent of my Riftboundage. How much does that matter? I'm not saying it's not worth playing or anything, but like, how much does it matter? The plus 20 HP. That's a beefy boy right there. That is a thick lad. That is a humongous crust. That's a good top deck. Although I like my Night Stretcher, so I don't even know if I'm gonna... I think I'm just gonna chill. Spiky's annoying. Oh, I do play Judge. Well, I don't know, but I want to keep my Night Stretcher. I still just want to keep my Night Stretcher. I want to keep the Night Stretcher. I don't know. That's my only way to heal this thing or whatever. Oh boy. Oh brother. Oh bother. Oh boy. What? Was that for some pseudo voodoo cheese? Good turn to Judge though. I mean, it's not bad, but like they could draw so many things still, I feel like. I don't disagree with you, like, in terms of... Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. It wasn't a bad turn to Judge. They don't need that much to, like, put the pressure on my Dunsparce either, right? They need, like, an Ice Cream and an Energy, and then they punch me. And then if I can't find my Night Stretcher, I'm just kind of screwed. Anything interesting in this week's podcast? You gotta listen to it to find out. Fuck, I can't just leak that shit. That's bad marketing.
Okay. Winnable.
Is it worth listening to your podcast ever? Yep, all the time, every time. And even when you're not listening to it, you should be listening to it. Sick, I get 1 prize card. Let's go. I mean, do they... Well, they still play... Well, now I can, like, boss... Yeah, I can, like, boss chase this one to punch it. They still play ways to boost past 150, but... I get to just chase from here on out. No, that's it. I'm out of Dodani X's. I have no more. We're you could say we're done. What stadium what stadium do they play? Can I just like throw this out there? What could they play that I would care? Community center? Okay. Although they're not gonna disrupt me either, right? I'm like thinking about playing around like Judge, but I don't know if they're actually gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know. Did they even play Judge? They're on League HQ in Orlando, but totally different format. Yeah. I think Watchtower. Watchtower even do anything for them? Takes away cats that find bosses, I guess. Respect the factory. What the fuck? What? You can't just throw that at me like that. What the heck are we doing here? Kangaskhan? What is this Kangaskhan? I definitely just need a boss punch this one ahead of time, right? Like... Yeah, there is Khan. There are 2. What? What is this deck? Oh, I literally KO'd this one. I didn't even realize I got the knockout. I was so used to not knocking them out, I didn't think I was going to knock this one out. So how long does it take you to memorize your deck? Also, do you have a method or strategy on how you prize check? Yeah, but it's not something like... I'm not going to like... It's something I'll have to like make a video on in the future. How long does it take me to memorize the deck? Not very long. Yeah, not very long. Just kind of depends on the deck. I don't have a boss this time, but I technically don't need a boss. I wouldn't mind a boss, though, just to get rid of that. What do we get? Very good, very nice, very chill, very cool. I don't think that can even move in this deck. Wait, what? What, do they just hope to open with it? Do they just draw? What happens if they open a Crustle though, or a Dwebble? Like they just don't use it? This thing's got 2 retreat cost. What is this guy doing in here? There's 1 switch. So he just chills there for a while. He just hangs out, has a good time. He just tanks and draws cards for a little. He's be chilling. Part of the team. Maybe I should have gone for that guy actually instead. Oh, this thing has 3 retreat costs. What the fuck? I mean, we're still just 2-hitting it though. Kanga's just there because it's cool to draw cards till you set up. The prize don't matter if the deck you're playing against is walled by Crust. Yeah, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Are you just like beating them with a single Crustle then? Or I guess you could still use 1 or 2 Crust. So if you don't open the Kangaskhan, you switch into Kangaskhan, and then you just draw cards until you set up a huge Crustle, and then the huge Crustle just wins the game. Interesting, interesting. So then I assume the deck just doesn't play Monkey Dory, right? It's a no Monkey Dory build. There's a bunch of ice cream. I kind of assumed you had to play Monkey Dory for Crustle to work in this format, but maybe not. Maybe that does work. Interesting. Just Crustle and ice cream.